Hi, my dear friends. Welcome back to another Python tutorial class. And in this class, we shall continue from where we had left in our previous class, that is with derived data types, tuple. Now, for one thing, you see, again, just a quick reminder. A tuple is a derived data type. And what is a derived data type? A derived data type is just like a container that can hold several or numerous values inside it that can be treated like a data structure because holding numerous values inside it simultaneously at the same time. It can be treated like a container only. And a derived data type can hold homogeneous values as well as heterogeneous values. And some of the derived data types are like list, tuple, dictionary, set, frozen set, range. We have covered list and we were covering tuple also. So just a quick recap. A tuple contains any value enclosed in then these single braces. So within these single braces, values which are placed separate from each other by comma, then this entire thing will be treated as a tuple, which is a derived data type. Okay, and it is nothing but your container, one sort of container that can hold several values at once. It is a tuple, provided that these values are enclosed within these single brackets separated from each other by comma. In case of list, those values can be placed inside the square brackets separated from each other by comma. In case of tuple, those values need to be placed inside these single brackets separated from each other by comma. Both homogeneous and heterogeneous values can be stored in it, and x is equals to 1 comma 2. Like suppose here you take this opening brace and here you take this closing brace. Within these braces you place all these values 1 2 3 4 5 6 separated from each other by comma. Print x comma type x, so this entire thing will be printed, which is nothing but your tuple. Okay, the type of x gives the answer. It is class tuple, that is tuple data type, which is a derived data type. And these are all homogeneous values because all of them are integers. All of them are integers, hence these are homogeneous values. Similarly, a tuple can be used to hold heterogeneous values also, just like your list only. A list can also be used to hold homogeneous as well as heterogeneous values. Similarly, a tuple can be used to hold homogeneous values, which we have seen. And in this cell, you can see that here also a variable x is defined. And inside this, here you have an opening brace, and here you have your closing brace. Within these two braces, you have your values separated from each other by comma. So this will be definitely a tuple. Multiple values are being held here, and here you have heterogeneous values because here you have different types of values. 2 is an integer, 31 point it is a float only, 31 point is a float only, 2 is an integer. Then analytic, it is a string value. 10 plus 20 it is a complex value. True is a boolean value. None, it is a non data type, isn't it? So multiple values are stored here where you have integer, float, string, then complex, then boolean, then none type. So these are all heterogeneous values that can be also stored inside the tuple. Okay, so print x comma type x, if you do, then this entire tuple will be printed, and type of x gives the answer that what kind of data type it is. It is tuple data type, that is derived data type. So you can run this cell, hit shift plus enter, and it runs. Okay, just like this cell also you can run. Now, one very important thing, that is, it is often asked in the interviews, what is the difference between a tuple and a list, or what is the difference between a list and a tuple? Okay, so one clear distinction between list and tuple, what is that? Now, basically, list once defined can be modified also, and that's why it is known as mutable, whereas tuple once defined cannot be modified, hence it is known as immutable. Okay, so one clear distinction between list and tuple is that a list once defined can be modified also, that's why it's known as mutable, whereas tuple once defined cannot be modified, hence it is known as immutable. Okay, let us see one example here. This is a list been defined here. You have this variable my underscore lst, it is equals to, then here you have the square brackets. Just by identifying the square brackets, you can say that yeah, this is going to be a list. So within these square brackets you place your values like 12 comma 31 comma 42 comma 47 comma 88. And if you print this particular list and the type of list, then you can see the list is printed. And what kind of data type it is? It belongs to class list, that is, it is a list data type, that is derived data type. Now in Python here, the values when they are stored at consequent index positions. Okay, and index position always starts from 0. Index position always starts from 0. So like for example, here the first value is 12, second value is 31, then the third value is 42, fourth value is 47, fifth value is 88. So in reality speaking, it starts, as I told you, that the values when they are placed, they always start at index position 0. So the first value is placed. First value is what? The first value is 12. It is placed at what index position? It is placed at index position number 0. Okay, 0. Then what is the next value? Second value is 31. So 31 is being held at what index position number? 1. Okay, at index position 1, 31 is held. Then you have the third value, 42. At what index position it lies? 42. It lies at index position number 2. 42 is the third value. So index position will be like the third value, then minus 1. So 3 minus 1, that is 2. That will be the index position of this third value. Then this second value, 31. It is the second value. So 2 minus 1. So its index position will be 1. Then 12. It is the first value. So at what index position it will lie? It is the first value. So 1 minus 1 is equals to 0. So 12 lies at index position number 0. That's how the concept goes around. Okay. Similarly, you have 47. It is the fourth value. So 4 minus 1. That means it lies at what index? It lies at index number 3, isn't it? It is the fourth value, 4 minus 1, and that will give you the index position at which it lies. It is 3. It lies at index position number 3. Similarly, 88. 88 is the fifth value, and at what index position it lies? 5 minus 1, that is 4. Okay, 88. It is at index position 4. So always remember, just for a quick note, that the first value starts at 0. The first value starts at index position 0, and consequently second value will be at index position 1, and so on. So 12 is at index position 0, 31 is at index position 1, 42 is at index position 2, 47 is at index position 3, 88 is at index position 4, and you print this and you get the value already printed. Now suppose I want to change, I want to modify this list. I want to modify this list means I want to change some contents of this list. So say suppose 47 is at index position number 3, but now my requirement is that instead of 47, I need some boolean value here at index position number 3. Okay. Instead of 40, I want to replace this 47 by some boolean value. Boolean value is true and false. So how to do it? Now, first of all, I will have to access the index position of this list. So my underscore lst, then give these square brackets, and within the square brackets you give the index position which you want to access, which is 3, because 47 is at index position number 3, and I want to replace this 47 by some boolean value. So here what you have to do, in order to access a particular index position, you'll have to give the square bracket, and within these square brackets you'll have to specify the number that will be the index position number only, and then give equal to, and then the value that you want, suppose true. Okay, so now what will happen at index position number 3? True will be inserted and it will replace 47. So at index position number 3, initially we had 47, now it will be replaced by true. So instead of 47 at being index position number 3, at index position number 3, you will have the value of true. So print again, print this list and the type of this list. You see, here you have true at index position number 3. Previously, we had 47 at index position number 3. Now 47 is replaced by true at index position number 3. Okay. That's why list is known as mutable. Now let us apply the same thing. Let us apply the same thing in case of this tuple. Okay. Here you have this tuple, as we know. You have this opening brace and closing brace, first brackets only. Within this, you give your values like 12, 31, 42, 47, 88, and the variable to which this entire thing is assigned is my underscore tup. So print my underscore tup comma type of my underscore tup. So this entire tuple value, the tuple will be printed, and what data type it is, that is it belongs to class tuple, that is tuple data type, that is derived data type. Hit shift plus enter. Now again I want to do the same thing. Previously it was a list, now it is a tuple. So my underscore tup do the same thing. I want to access which index position. I want to access index position number 3. So give square brackets and give the index position number, which is 3, is equals to true. Just like the list only I want to do. So 47 is at index position number 3, and I want it to be replaced by what? I want it to be replaced by true. But this is a tuple, remember. So give this print my underscore tup, comma type my underscore tup. Now try to print. You will get error. You see, you get error. Type error. Okay, type error you get. What is it saying? The type error. Tuple object does not support item assignment because in case of tuple, once you have defined this tuple, you cannot modify it. Unlike list, in list, once you define it, you can modify it, hence it is known as mutable, but that is not applicable in case of tuple. Once defined, you cannot modify it, hence it is known as immutable. Okay. Now, moving to the next thing, next derived data type. The next derived data type is your dictionary. Next derived data type is your dictionary. Okay. In case of a dictionary, you will always have keys to value pairs placed inside these curly braces. Okay. Where the values are mapped to the keys. Okay. It is mutable. Please remember, dictionary, it is mutable. Okay. So how to create a dictionary? You will need these curly braces. Inside these curly braces, you will need these keys to value pairs where the values are mapped to the keys and dictionary is mutable. So like for example, here I've created x is equals to, give this curly brace, give this curly brace, and hence here you will have to give keys to value, like 10 is to 100, comma 20 is to 200. So here you have a keys to value pair which is 10 is to 100. So 10 is the key, 100 is the value, comma another keys to value pair also you have here where 20 is the key, 200 is the value. Okay. So print x comma type x. If you do, you see the dictionary is printed. 10 is to 100, comma 20 is to 200, and it is a dict. Dict means dictionary. Okay. The type I have printed. What is the type of x? It is dict. Dict data type. There is dictionary data type. There is derived data type. So here 10 is the key and 100 is the value. First key is to value pair. The second key is to value pair is 20 is to 200, where 20 is the key, 200 is the value. Okay, and the values are mapped to the keys. Then another one, suppose you take this variable data1 is equals to, here you have the curly opening curly brace and here you have the closing curly brace. Inside these curly braces, you again can place your keys to value pairs. Now, let us handle some mixture like integer strings and floats. So keys to value pair always you have to create inside the curly braces in order to create a dictionary. So take this string name is to Sam. So this name is to Sam will be a keys to value pair. The first key is to value pair where key is name and value is Sam. Okay. Then create comma, give your second keys to value pair, which is age is to 25. Age is the key, 25 is the value. Then comma, third key is to value pair, where country is the key and India is the value. Okay, then fourth key is to value pair, where height is the key. Okay, and what is the corresponding value? It is 5.9. So four keys and four values. What are the keys here? Name, then age, then country, and height. What are the values here? Sam, 25, India, and 5.9. And values are always mapped to the keys. Print data1, comma type data1 if you do, and shift plus enter, run the cell. Then the dictionary is printed where you have these keys to value pairs and type data1. Which type it is? It is of class dict. There is dict data type, there is dictionary data type. Okay. Here also I think I had run this. Yeah. So this is how you can create a dictionary. Now suppose you want to print the value of the dictionary. So I have done here print, then within brackets the data1, that is this particular dict name, which is my data1. It is the dictionary now, data1. Then I want to access a particular value of data1. What value? Now what is the value of height? what is the value of height. So give these square brackets. Inside the square brackets you will have to place the key. You will have to place the key. Okay, key is the height, and the value of height is 5.9. So if you run it, 5.9 is printed. Okay, suppose something else I want to do. Suppose the name I want to get. So print data1, then give the square brackets, and inside this you will have to give your key. Here you see all the keys are strings like name. If I give name, then here name is the key, and it has got a value which is what? Sam. So you will get Sam. Here within you have to give the dict name, which is data1 in this case, then place square brackets. Inside this you'll have to write the key, and the corresponding value of the key will be printed. Run this cell, there is shift plus enter, you get Sam. Similarly you can do like this also, like for example print data1, sorry, print data1, and suppose what country. So give the key. Here country is the key, and it has got a value. In case of data1, you see country is the key, and it has got value. What is this? India. So if I print data1, then give the key. What is the key? Country. Then the value of the key will be printed, which is India. Okay. So similarly, what you can do is that you can, if you want to get access to all the keys, so you can write data1 dot keys, and you will get all the key values. What all the keys? You see, dict underscore keys. Inside this, you will have just the key names. What are the key names? One is name, then next is age, next is country, another one is height. And suppose you want to get the corresponding values of this dictionary. So data1 dot values, if you do and hit the run button, that is shift plus. If you run it, that is shift plus enter. Then you get the values of the dictionary. What are the values? Like Sam, you get Sam here, isn't it? Then 25, you get 25 here. Then India, you get India here. Then 5.9, you get 5.9 here. These are the values that you get. Okay. Now, as I told you, that dictionary is mutable. Once defined, it can be modified also. Okay, so just like that's what I've done here. Previously, like what was the value of name? The value of name previously was Sam. Now Sam needs to be changed to say Patrick. These are all hypothetical names, values, country names that I've taken. Okay, just for your understanding purpose. So you can change it like take the dictionary, like write the dictionary name, which is data1. Within the square brackets you write the key name, which is say name, and is equals to assign a value, like Patrick has been assigned here, and hit the and run this cell. So now uh, the name has been changed from Sam to Patrick. For checking it, you can write it like you can run this. See, data1 I have written here, and then run this cell. So now previously name was Sam, now this name is Patrick. Rest all remains the same. Similarly, suppose I want to change something else. Suppose data1 dictionary is the data1 is the dictionary, and then square brackets, and then suppose I want to change the height. I want to change the height. Suppose height of Patrick is, because the person has changed from Sam to Patrick, height may be different. Say the height is 6.1. Okay, so this is the value that should replace 6.1 is the value that should replace this 5.9. The new height value should be 6.1 and not 5.9. So this is how you can reassign a new value to a particular key of the dictionary, where height is the key, and a new value assigned to this height is this 6.1. So run this cell, data1. Now run data1 here to get all the keys and values. You see name is Patrick, age is 25, country is India, height is 6.1. So yeah, dictionary is mutable. Once defined, can be modified. Then another derived data type is your set. Okay, set is also a derived data type. What does it say? It says a set is a container that holds several values. Okay, a set is also, because ultimately it is a derived data type. A derived data type is just like your container, that is a data structure. Okay, just like a data structure can hold multiple values at the same time, isn't it? Simultaneously. So set is a derived data type, which is nothing but your container that holds several values. It is a set when the values are contained inside the curly braces. Now, inside don't get confused here, because inside here also, in case of dictionary, we have used curly braces. But inside the curly braces, to define a dictionary, you have to define keys to value pairs. Then that will be treated as a dictionary. And again, these curly braces you can use. Again, these curly braces you can use. Inside this, you can define simply the values, not keys to value pairs, but just the values. Then it will be treated as a set. And some rules of set are like duplicate values are not permitted by the set. Very important rules. Duplicate values are not permitted by the set. A set is not a sort of sequence. That is, set does not follow any sequencing type. Randomly, it will be displayed. Indexing is not supported in case of set. And one more thing, note, you can pass range, string, tuple, frozen set. Okay, you can pass range, string, tuple, frozen set to a set. But if I have to pass say list, set itself, dictionary, then directly it will throw type error. If you try to pass list, set itself, and dictionary to set, then it will throw type error. Hence, they must be passed through frozen set. And lastly, set is mutable. So these are a couple of rules you must remember. The first thing is set is a container that holds several values. It is a derived data type. And how to define a set? Inside the curly braces, you have to place the values and separate those values from each other by commas. Duplicate values are not permitted by this set. Okay. And set does not follow any sequencing type. That is, randomly it will be displayed. It does not follow any order, and indexing is not supported in case of set. And in case of set, you can pass range to a set, string to a set, tuple to a set, frozen set to a set. Okay, where especially string, tuple, frozen set are all immutable, and for those you can pass them to set. But if you have something like list, then you directly cannot pass it to a set. Set itself you cannot directly pass to a set. Dictionary you cannot directly pass to a set, otherwise will throw type error. Hence, if you want to pass to a set, then you have to pass them via frozen set. Hence, it is written here, hence they must be passed through frozen set. And one more thing, a set is mutable. Once defined, can be modified. So here you have a set. Suppose this is a variable, set1 is equals to, and here you have curly braces. Okay, and inside these curly braces you place these values 10 comma 20 comma 30 comma 40, and print this set1. So print set1 comma type set1. So set1 will be printed, which is 40 comma 10 comma 20 comma 30. And you have here also, you have what type. This variable set1 is what type? It is of set type. It is of set type. That is a derived data type. Okay. And one more thing, please notice here. Here I had declared 10 comma 20 comma 30 comma 40, but when the set is printed, here the numbers, all these numbers are printed, but they do not follow the same order. They are printed randomly. Like 40 comes first, then 10, then 20, then 30. It is internally decided by Python. Okay, this randomness. That's why it's stated here that it is not of a set is not a sort of sequence. Okay, so if you run this, shift plus enter, same thing you get. Then suppose here you have a variable set1 is equals to, then here you have the curly braces. Here you have these curly braces. Inside these curly braces, you give these values 4 comma 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. Again, you see duplicacy. 4 is already there. Second time 4 is inserted. Then comma 5, 6, 5 again. Okay. Then 7 comma 8 comma 7 again. So there are duplicacies here, like 4 has been inserted second time, so these are duplicate 4. Okay, then 5 here has been inserted a second time, so these are duplicate 5. Then 7 has been inserted here a second time, so these are duplicate 7. So print set1 comma type set1. This entire set is printed. This entire set is printed, and set1 is what data type? It is of class set data type, that is derived data type. Now the set1 values are all printed, 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6 comma 7 comma 8. Okay, now here do we have a second 4? Previously, once while declaring, we had declared a second 4, a duplicate 4. While printing, the second 4 is omitted out. There's the duplicate 4 is omitted out. Then then also this duplicate 5, can you see in the output? You don't have a duplicate 5. Then this duplicate 7, can you see in the output? You can't see, because as I told you, one rule of set is duplicate values are not permitted by the set. That's why the duplicate values are taken out, are not, they are omitted while displaying in the output console. Okay. Then so run this. I think I ran this, no? Yeah. Now again, set one is the variable, and inside the you are here you are defining a set, curly braces, that is opening curly brace and closing curly brace, and inside this you have all these heterogeneous values, different types of values. Here you have, first you have false, boolean, then next you have SQL within quotes, so there is a string. Then you have 1, which is an integer, 2.4, which is a float, 1 plus 2j, it is complex, 10 comma 20 comma 30, it is a tuple, nerd is a string, true is boolean, SQL again a string. Okay, so one thing must remember, like here if you see false, the equivalent of false is 0. Okay, so 0 is anywhere inside this set. No, there is no 0. SQL, here it is SQL, and SQL is also here. So SQL has been repeated. So no repetition, no duplicates. So SQL will be printed only once. Now here you have 1 and here you have true. Equivalence of true is 1. Okay. So while printing the Python here, while treating this set, it will consider both of them to be as the same thing only. That is, this is also 1 and this is also as 1. Okay, and we know duplicates are not allowed, so any one will be omitted here in this case. Okay, internally this will be treated as one, and this true will be treated also as one, and duplicates are not allowed, two ones will not be allowed, so any one will be omitted out. And then here you have 2.4, no repetition of 2.4. Here you have complex number, no repetition of this complex number, and these are tuple 10 comma 20 comma 30, no repetition of it. Okay, so what will be omitted out? And okay, so false will be the, if you print this, print set one comma type of set one, you see false is there, one is there, 2.4 is there, nerd is there, SQL is there. Then this complex 1 plus 2g is there. 10 comma 20 comma 30 is not there. Sorry, 10 comma 20 comma 30 is there. And do you have any repetition? True. This boolean value true has been omitted out because already it is present in the set in the form of 1. Okay, the equivalence of true in Python is 1 only, and already 1 has been presented here. So that's why the true has been omitted out, because duplicates are not allowed. SQL has been written twice, but while printing in the output, SQL gets printed only once. Duplicates are not allowed in case of set. Okay, so run this. Next, again, take this variable set1 is equals to 10 comma 20 comma 30. Okay, so this is a set. This is a set, only this set1. Now try to pass this set1 inside a set. You know how to pass inside a set? Take the curly braces, take the curly braces, and then assign it to the variable set2 and try to run it. It throws type error, unhashable type set. Okay, because already I told you that in case of set, you directly you cannot pass a set itself to a set. Okay, directly you cannot pass a list to a set, directly you cannot pass a dictionary to a set, and in order to pass them, you can pass them through the frozen set. Okay, so that's what I was saying. Like here, you have declared a set. There is set one is equals to 10 comma 20 comma 30, and then take this set one inside these curly braces. There is as a set only. You will have to pass and assign to this variable set two, and you get an error. Okay. Similarly, you take this dictionary, and inside this dictionary you have these keys to value pair. Name is the key and values x y z. Okay, so this dictionary is passed to data one. Okay, now data one you pass inside the form of a set and assign it to set one. Here also you will get a error, that is unhashable type dict. Okay, then again here you have a list 1 comma 2 comma 3, assign it to this variable lst1, and then this lst1 you declare inside the set and assign it to this variable set1. And like this, if you run, you got type error. Here also you will get a type error, unhashable type list. See, it is able to identify that ultimately you're trying to pass a dictionary. Dict is the full form for dictionary. Here it is able to identify that ultimately you're trying to pass a list. Okay. Then now you see, suppose now you see again a set is defined here 10 comma 20 comma 30 inside the curly braces and assigned to this particular variable a. Now this set you pass, there is is ultimately the set, and I was talking about frozen set. Like frozen set is also derived data type. Now you see, here you declare this frozen set function, and within this braces you pass this variable a. Okay, so here you have a frozen set. What has happened here? A inside this a is nothing but your set, and this a has been passed to this frozen set and now stored in this variable f. And now f you are passing in the form of a set to your a1 variable. Okay, assigning it to the variable a1, and now you're trying to print a1 comma type of a1 and run it. You see, ultimately it is declaring that it is a frozen set. Okay, and inside this frozen set what you have, these values 10 comma 20 comma 30, and what data type it belongs to, set data type. Okay, set data type. And then coming down further, like here inside this curly braces you have a dictionary. Name is to xyz, because here you have keys to value pair. Name is the key and values xyz. Okay, and here this is in the form of a dictionary. Previously, like this was a set, and stored in this set was being assigned to variable a, and then you were passing the variable a to the variable f via what, via frozen set function. And then this variable f, which was being a frozen set containing these values, was passed, was basically assigned to this variable a1 in the form of a set. Okay, and when you printed it, then ultimately frozen set was being declared, and this is the form of a frozen set. That is frozen set. And in case of a frozen set, you will have the opening braces at first, like here and here, there is opening and closing braces. Inside that you will have your curly braces and then the values. Okay, then the values is inside the curly braces. Now here you have a dictionary. That is, here you have the curly braces, and here you have the keys to value pair. Name is to xyz, name is the key, xyz is the value. And here you have the, again, what I'm trying to do, trying to pass this dictionary. I'm trying to pass this dictionary to what? This dictionary is assigned to which variable? Data 1. And then what I'm trying to write here, f is equals to frozen set data 1, data 1 within the single brackets. Okay, so here this dictionary has been passed to the variable f via the frozen set function. Okay, so ultimately f will be nothing but your frozen set only. So here this dictionary data 1 has been assigned to this variable f via the frozen set function. So ultimately this f variable will be a frozen set only. And now you pass this frozen set f by placing it inside the curly braces and assign it to the variable a1, and then print a1 comma type a1. So ultimately what happens here, frozen set and the key is only printed. This is the thing, mainly when you are printing in case of dictionary, directly if you go, only the keys will be printed. For values you will have to separately access them. Okay, so here, frozen, when you print a1 comma type of a1, ultimately frozen set is printed here. That is, it is a frozen set. A1 contains what? A1 contains f, and f is what? Frozen set. And inside this frozen set, you have this dictionary. And when you are printing it, only the key will be displayed. Okay. And which data type? It is class set. Okay. So like this, you ran this. Here also you ran this. Then coming down here, again, here you have a list. Okay, inside the list you have these values, say 11 comma 22 comma 33. Now you see, previously we were not able to pass set, then list, then dictionary directly to set, but now via the frozen set we are able to pass to set. Okay, so this is a list. Now we are able to pass the list to the frozen set and then to set. Okay, so x is equals to your list here, 12 comma 11 comma 22 comma 33. So X is a list, and now you basically pass this list to the frozen set function, and ultimately you are assigning it to the variable f. So f will be ultimately your frozen set, which will be containing this list values. Okay, 11, 22, 33. And now you're passing this f inside this curly braces in the form of set and assigning it to the variable a1 and print a1 comma type a1. Here you see frozen set is being printed. Inside the frozen set you have the list values 11, 22, 33. Again, just like you said, frozen set does not follow any order. And which type? It is set type. Okay, so run this and here you go. Then the next type is your this range. I will come down to range a little bit a class later. Okay, now, range. What is the function of range? Range, like it will display a series of numbers. Like range 9, if you do, then ultimately it will give you the series of numbers from 0 to 8. Okay, it will start from 0 to 8. Last value is the stop value which is excluded. Anyways, that I will discuss about range in the next class or possibly in this class. So x is equals to give this range function and then within brackets 9. Now assign this variable x inside this curly braces as a set and pass to this variable set1. Now print set1 comma type of set1. As I told you, range, then string, then tuple, then frozen set. You can pass them to the set. Okay, directly. So here you can see, here you have your range defined, and range is a derived data type. Range within brackets, what value? 9. So it will actually contain the series of numbers from 0 to 8 and assigning it to the variable x. And now you're placing x within the curly braces and assigning it to variable set1. And then you print set1 comma type of set1. Okay. So here ultimately your range is displayed within a set and saying the start value which is 0 and stop value which is your 9. Start value is 0 and stop value is your 9. Okay. And what data type? It is class set. So set data type, that is basically it is basically derived data type. Okay, and run this cell, then come to the next cell. Here again you have a variable x and you're assigning some string value to it like analytic, and it is a string value. Now place this x. Now analytic is the value stored in x variable. Okay, and x now you're declaring within the curly braces like in the form of a set and assigning it to this variable set1. Okay, and now print set1 comma type of set1. So if you print it, you see analytic, the string value is printed within the set. And which data type? Because type set is given here, print the type of set. Which data type? Class set. Okay, so run it and here you come to this cell particularly. Now you have another variable top. Top is equals to then uh, this first brackets I'm giving here, like this is a first bracket opening, this is a first bracket closing. Inside this you have these values 1 comma 2 comma 3, and then you enclose this stuff within the set that is within curly braces and assign to this variable set1, and then you print this set. Okay, print set1 comma type of set1. If you do, then what will happen? Ultimately your tuple is displayed. Tuple 1 comma 2 comma 3 is displayed within the set, and which data type it belongs to? It belongs to set data type, that is derived data type. So thank you for attending this class, and those who have understood, you can, if you have liked this class, then you can kindly hit the like, share, and subscribe button. And if you have any doubts, you can keep them in the comment section. I shall answer them. And thank you. That's it for this class.